Welcome back to my channel, you guys. I'm so glad you are here. If you are returning, thank you so much. It is good to see you here. If you're brand new, make sure to subscribe and tell me where you are tuning from. I'd love to know where you all are saying hello from. All right, let's get into part 2 of our La Jolla trip. I promised you a more in-depth look at the hotel and then just our trip overall. Can we take a moment to admire how beautiful the grounds are here? So first stop, before we went to our room, we had to check out the fun games. Our children loved this. This was their first time playing foosball. As you can see, my little guy there, he discovered it and fell in love. So before we actually went to our room and settled down, they were having a crafts project set up. So they do this every day at the hotel, and I write more about this in my blog if you want to go check it out at marissamace.com. They have projects, they have s'mores, they have movie nights, there's something going on every night. So we made some friendship bracelets and then we headed out for some dinner. By the time we got here, it was probably around 4:30, so we were hungry. It had been a long day on the road, so we went down to this little street. So half of it is closed, so you can walk like in the middle of the street, and the other half is open to traffic. But we walked down, it's called Avenida de la Playa, and it is the best little street to walk around. It's probably, gosh, it's maybe like 3 or 4 blocks long, but it's the perfect little beach main street. I'll call it their main street. That's the best word I can come up with. It has surf shops, it has ice cream shops, coffee shops, which are amazing, and they have the best restaurants. On that first night, we actually had dinner at the hotel, which has a really amazing restaurant. I'll show you guys a little bit more of that later in the video. But after dinner, and it was on my list to hit up immediately, was to go get ice cream. So it's called Scoops, and they have the best homemade ice cream, and they also have gluten-free and vegan options. And I think the vegan and gluten-free options might even be better than the regular ice cream. So this time their special of the month was a brownie, like a brownie batter, something or other. So here's a look at it. It was delicious. And this was the vegan one. I had one every night. I will confess, I had one every night. I'm a sucker for ice cream, but it was so creamy, so good. It was the best. But anywho, now you know my obsession with ice cream, but we ate it, the kids had some, and it was amazing.
Good, you guys? Is it good?
Before we called it a night, we had to go take a quick little stroll to the beach to check out the sand. And this hotel is just so picturesque, even at night. And it's literally beachfront, steps away from your hotel room. It's incredible. I'll leave a link down below if you guys want to check it out. I'm not affiliated with them, but we love this hotel as a family. And we've stayed here now 3 times, and every time it's just more magical. So I'll leave a link down below so you can check it out. But it's time to wind down for the night. So this is the next morning. We're getting ready for the day. And this is, I wanted to show you guys because this is the only sunscreen I used the entire trip on my face. It is the Dime Wonder Screen. It's a little tinted, but I'm very pale skinned. You'll see by the end of this trip I was not so pale, but it works really well on my really light complexion. And I did not get burnt at all. Like I got like a little bit of a tan, which is exactly what I wanted, but this is all I wore on my face. Then we use our actual sunscreen on the rest of our body, but I really recommend this thing. It's amazing. I actually came home to find my subscription waiting on my porch. And I was about to go get coffee and I saw the kiddos here. They were on our little patio drinking their milk. We bought some milk. And our room has a fridge, so we were able to store it there, and they just look so cute. They look like little adults, so I had to capture it. But Then I headed out. So the coffee is free in the lobby of the hotel, actually. So every morning they have fresh brewed coffee. So I went straight there as soon as I had a little bit of sunscreen on and got dressed. It was really yummy. They actually had two different flavors. I added a sugar-free vanilla to my coffee, and then just walking there was really relaxing. Like, you could hear the ocean in the distance. It was a very quiet morning. It had just rained overnight, so it smelled good. It sounded good. It was wonderful. I got my coffee and then I headed back to our room, but I wanted to show you guys just how pretty the greenery is around the hotel and just the stonework, like the tile, and just, I love a good Spanish, I don't know, I think I would call this a Spanish themed hotel, but it's just so awesome. All right, now it was beach time, like enough, enough. We needed to go to the beach. It was warming up. We needed to get cooled off. So I used this new non-toxic sunscreen that we discovered. It's actually from a family in Hawaii. It's called Little Hands, and it worked really great. It was a mineral-based sunscreen. We all used it the entire trip, and we did not get burnt. So I love finding a nice alternative to other options out there, and you know, I'll always share that. I'll leave the link below. I don't have a code, but if you want to check them out, I'll leave the link below for you guys. And of course, as we were headed out to the beach, they had another activity for the kiddos. So we made a quick pit stop, and they were sharing some tattoos, some temporary tattoos for the kiddos. So each one got one on their arm, and then we finally made it to the sand. And it was great because some family before us had actually dug out a huge pit. So our kids just used it and they had a blast running there to the water, and it was perfect. We didn't have to do any work as mom and dad. By now it was lunchtime, and another thing I love about La Jolla and especially this hotel is the food options. They have gluten-free options, which, you know, I am gluten-free, so sometimes finding really yummy food can be hard. But here's a look at our lunch, and this ceviche was incredible, one of the best ones I've had. Okay, here's what I had for dinner. That is carbonara with some red wine. I love a good cab sauv. It was incredible. One of the best gluten-free carbonaras I've ever had, and the kids loved their meal. That's Justin's plate right there, which is a gnocchi. It looked so good, so good. The next day, we actually headed over to Torrey Pines Golf Course. We love visiting here. Anytime we are in La Jolla, it's just up the road from our hotel, so it's a must. We have to go there. Like, there's no question. Between the architecture, the trees, the golf course, and the views, it's one of our favorite places there. So we always stop there for dinner to enjoy. And then, I'm telling you, this hotel has everything. They had more activities. We got back from dinner and there was a pool movie night. And they were playing Lilo and Stitch, which we are so into Stitch right now, so we couldn't have asked for a better movie to watch that night. So we watched the movie poolside. It was really nice. They had actually popcorn that you can see right there in front of the screen, and it was a really nice way to wind down one of the nights before we all headed off to bed. Don't those waves sound incredible? I had to include a little bit of the waves on here. I love it. I could fall asleep to that. It's just so relaxing. So each day we made it a priority. Me and Justin would sneak off for a beach walk. This is one of our favorite things to do, whether it's early in the morning or during the day. We love to just take 20 minutes, go walk the beach, and come back. Whether we talk or we're just enjoying our surroundings, it's just so, I don't know, rejuvenating. Is that the word I'm looking for? It's really nice. And La Jolla's beach can go just straight. It's really flat, and it's a perfect walking beach because you head to this pier, and then when you hit the pier, you come back to the hotel. And it actually sits right below UC San Diego. So you see a lot of college kids. They're out on their surfboards or just having fun. It reminds me of when I was back in college. I went to UC Santa Barbara, and it was right on the beach. It was incredible. I'll never be able to live beachside again like I did in college, but it just reminds me of college, and it's really nice to just walk and enjoy the fresh air.
terracotta?
Yeah, terracotta style.
Yeah, terracotta tile. So fierce.
I think I mentioned this in the part 1 video to this series is the greenery on the hotel property is like heaven. I don't know if it's because I'm in my 30s or what it is, but palm trees and like magnolia trees and just these beautiful lush gardens there. I love them. I mean, I love them. It makes me want to move back to California just to have that year round. I won't, but it's so pretty. And this fountain, like, I don't know, my goal now is to have some kind of a fountain or water feature in our backyard so we can like just sit by it. Like whether it's summer or winter, just have something going so we can enjoy that nice sound. It's so relaxing. Again, our children were glued to these tables. Glued. Don't tell them, but we're going to get them a foosball table for Christmas. That's how much they loved it. So we're going to surprise them at Christmas time with a big old foosball table. Sadly, it was our last night now, and this was our final dinner before we headed out the next morning over to Disneyland, and the sunset was spectacular. We love this hotel. We love the location, and I am just so happy we had another chance to visit and to bring you guys along. So that was really neat. All right, we are all packed up and we're gonna head north. We're headed to Disneyland. So watch out for a video coming very soon of a day in the life at Disney as a family of 4. Thank you guys so much for watching and joining us on this trip. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe, comment below, say hi. I'm so excited to show you our trip to Disneyland. All right, see you guys real soon.